Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Let me tell you, fireworks. Eimantas Stanionis is going to be fighting Vergil Ortiz. Mandatory title fight ordered by the WBA. Oh my gosh, people. I don't care about any other fight right now. This is the fight right here. If they get into the ring, right? That's kind of how you have to talk these days about these big fights that are rumored to be in the works and that we want to see, because they're just not able to get the guy. Let me watch my language, right? They're just not able to get the damn fights over the line. To see that this is going on is great news. You know what this means? I thought it was going to be Stanionis against Boots. Nah, Vergil Ortiz. Oscar De La Hoya made something work. Can you believe that? Good job, Oscar. You got Vergil Ortiz into a big time fight, which is going to catapult him. Ear itching, man. I'm old. Which is going to catapult Vergil Ortiz to the league with the big boys. But Eimantas Stanionis is a problem. This is just a fight where who can take the most punishment, because Ortiz doesn't back up, Stanionis doesn't back up. And Stanionis, for those of you who are like, Stanionis is going to lose this one, let me tell you, Stanionis stayed in there with Butiev, and Stanionis was, getting his shots off on Butiev, but Butiev was landing some shots like, that's what you call, Dillian White, he's all about maximum violence, right? That Stanionis-Butiev fight, that was maximum violence. Stanionis-Vergil Ortiz, that's going to be maximum violence. So it looks like for the last couple of weeks, guys, Ortiz are trying to figure out who he's going to fight. I know we've all been watching the welterweight landscape, trying to see what exactly is going to happen. But now we've learned that the WBA has ordered that mandatory fight with Stanionis and Ortiz Jr. Stanionis 14-0 at 9 KOs, and we all know Ortiz 100% KO ratio. And that is a very big deal. Very big deal, because Stanionis was trying to get in the ring with Spence. Spence was trying to get out of the ring with Thurman. But it looks like that's fallen in place. Well, actually, I'm not going to say that. We know it looks like Stanionis and Ortiz, supposed to be Spence and Thurman. So my thing is, who is Boots going to fight? Boots may be fighting Yugas. Because Boots only wants somebody in the top 5. Boots isn't going to take a step back. He said, we move up the ladder, we don't reverse. We move up the ladder, we don't reverse, right? So my thing is, who's Boots going to fight? Because everyone's in training right now. All the top welterweights are all in training. So who's Boots going to fight? We know he's not fighting Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is at 154. So my thing is, he's got to be fighting Yugas. That's got to be the fight, because Yugas will fight anybody. But those are the only two names that we haven't really heard as far as who they're going to fight. But man, it is going to be interesting. Huge fights being made right now. We didn't get to Spence and Crawford, and that's fine as far as I'm concerned, because Crawford doesn't like broke people anyway. But this right here is going to be fight of the year. I am telling you, this is the fight. Stanionis. So Richard Schaefer, man, is a Stanionis promoter. Schaefer been quiet, but he's got this Probellum company, and they're doing things. It's kind of in the background, quiet, but they're making things happen, and I'm glad. So the order comes after both fighters pushed for the WBA to enforce their specific status. As previously reported by BoxingTeam.com, Ortiz petitioned for the WBA to order a fight with Stanionis as a sanctioned body mandatory challenger. Well, he got what he wanted. Now, Stanionis was pushing for the title consolidation with super champ Earl Spence. Now, we know what's happened with all that. So Stanionis spoke up on having the fight ordered once plans collapsed, as far as Spence and Crawford getting in the ring together. So Stanionis right now and Boots Ennis, look, those guys are joining forces, man, and They want the IBF mandatory status enforced. They want to fight. They want to fight champions, you know. So neither one are going to land a fight with Earl Spence. And, you know, and this could be next in line after Spence. But I really think Ennis is going to fight somebody. That's my son playing the saxophone. Ennis is going to be fighting somebody, and I think it may be Ugas. But it won't be in Texas because you guys know Ugas is indefinitely banned from fighting in Texas. Why, I don't know, but that's just a banner they have over his profile on BoxRec. So we'll see we'll see how all this is going to play out, man. But the concession is dried up because there's just not really many opponents out there with everybody being occupied right now. Everybody seems to have something going on except for Ugas and Boots. Yeah, that's it. However, it says between the WBA order as well as Philly's Ennis likely to fight in January, it's very likely that Spence moves forward. Yeah, and fights Thurman. We know that already. So it is what it is. But, man, great news. I'm telling you, man. It's just, let's just see if they can get in the ring. Like that to me is the biggest concern. Will they actually get into the damn ring? Because, you know, you get all excited, man, and then you get deflated. Then you get all excited, you get deflated again. But this is good news. So we got movement. Spence, Thurman, Crawford, Evanescence. Spence, Thurman, Crawford, Evanescence. You got Ortiz, Stanionis. Now it's just Ugas and Boots. What are they doing? That's the only two other real names. So we got to see what's going on with those guys. Hopefully they're getting in the ring. Now that would be the round robin that you want to see. But then again, who am I, right? That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans. Shout out to everybody from all 7 continents. I appreciate the support. Want to donate to the channel, PayPal, Cash App, hit the super thanks. Anything's appreciated. As always, y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.